Analysts are expecting to see the most American tech IPO mega listings of any year this century this year. What does this mean for Bitcoin, and can it help us to understand today's big Bitcoin pump? Well, before I break that down for you, a couple of quick announcements. Nuggets News and I have finalized our Sydney meetup. It's going to be happening on Friday, 12 April, 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. The meetup is free, but can you please click the link down below to RSVP so that we can know approximate numbers for the event. I'm super excited to be coming over to Sydney for EdCon, and I hope to see you at the event so we can have a beer and chat about crypto. Also, I have an awesome giveaway running. $800 in Ethereum is being given away. All you have to do to win is to retweet this post to help spread the word about Resistance DEX on Twitter, or to share it on Facebook. In either case, you will also need to leave a comment on the video. 4 lucky winners will each get $200 worth of Ethereum. The winners will be drawn on April 8th. Okay, and on to the markets. Bitcoin had a big breakout, $300 in an hour, and continuing to touch nearly $5,000 on various exchanges. This is coming immediately after we closed the month of March on a green candle and 6 weeks in a row of green weekly candles. It is awesome to see some good bullish momentum and some optimism returning to the markets after so much pain and suffering. Now on to the thesis of today's story. Major companies like Pinterest, Airbnb, Uber, Slack, Zoom, and a whole host of other tech companies are scheduled or rumored to have initial public offerings on the stock markets this year. The Wall Street Journal is already calling it IPO frenzy. Lyft had their IPO just the other day. It achieved a high valuation and decent action on listing day. Now, Lyft has fallen below IPO price in the second day of trading, but that's kind of not surprising. Sounds exactly like ICOs, doesn't it? Big hype first day, meh on the second day. But those returns are so small when you look at the actual numbers that we're talking about here. I mean, seriously, these stock market guys, 5%, 10%. Crypto's so much more exciting. Anyway, I digress. Now, according to analysts, the IPO market could create a $230 billion windfall and 6,000 new millionaires this year. This figure is based off of just the top half dozen companies which will be doing an IPO in 2019. Much more will come from the other smaller companies, as the list of potential IPOs in 2019 is big. Real estate agents and car dealers are reportedly already getting excited about all of the incoming money flow. But crypto is also likely to be part of the ripple effect of this new money, particularly due to the kind of companies which are IPOing this year. Many of them are tech companies with young, savvy employees and founders. The bridge into the crypto markets is a short one for these people. There is also a big concentration of IPOs specifically coming from San Francisco, which are launching. And considering, of course, how tech-savvy many of those investors will be and the popularity of cryptocurrencies in San Francisco, it could really have a big carry-on effect. I mean, just look at the sheer number of cryptocurrency companies which are headquartered in San Francisco. A lot of the household names like Coinbase and Kraken are there. It is also worth underlining that it will not just be the big VC firms and the founders of these companies and the traders who will be getting all of the extra cash that will be splashing around, because lots of employees who get stock options are also going to be a part of this. But of course, there will be a lot of investors who take the plunge and who will have extra cash from trading floating around, as the likelihood of seeing increased valuations on many of these super hyped tech companies is very likely, and a lot of profits will be made just from the traders. We also must consider the VC firms who are so prominent in the crypto scene. They're also usually very active in investing in companies exactly like Lyft. To think that percentages of their profits from cashing out of these IPO'd companies could come flowing into more crypto startups or simply into Bitcoin is really not so far-fetched. Firms like Andreessen Horowitz and Sequoia are already balls deep into crypto. But here's an example from the firm A16Z. They bought Lyft for $4.25 a piece in the private round last year. Those shares were trading for around $77 the other day. These companies are going to make billions this year. Even a few percentage points of this newly generated wealth from an IPO boom flowing into the crypto markets could be massive, especially when we take into consideration the big picture of everything else that's happening in crypto right now. Backed, Fidelity, new custody services, pension funds, etc., etc., etc. Although at this time we are not seeing many cryptocurrency companies actually running IPOs. Coinbase was rumored at least to be considering an IPO last year, but the company was very quick to downplay those rumors, saying no, it's not going to be happening. Other major crypto exchanges will, of course, at some point run IPOs. It's inevitable. Bitmain was planning on launching an IPO, but failed to do so for a multitude of reasons we're not going to get into here. But their biggest competitor, Canaan, and the next biggest competitor, Bitfury, have been closing big funding rounds recently, and rumors continue to abound about the possibility of Canaan and Bitfury doing IPOs in the near future. It's also worth noting that Lyft was the most popular stock to trade on Robinhood on the day it was listed. Now, why do I mention that? Why is that important? Well, because Robinhood is incredibly popular with millennials. The age group, which is also statistically the most interested in cryptocurrencies. And apps like Robinhood allow investors to move from Lyft over to Bitcoin, all on one app effortlessly. Money will flow to Bitcoin. And that's just one app. eToro has Bitcoin, and Abra, of course, a service which is famous for allowing easy buying and selling of Bitcoin, is also now bringing in stocks to their platform. While internally in the crypto markets, we are also seeing the IEO boom, which is heating up with most major exchanges announcing some kind of IEO platform, BBOX being, I think, the most recent. Everyone seems to be announcing on a daily basis. This is also creating a new wave of crypto wealth in the crypto economy. I also actually find it really encouraging that in general, the quality of projects being listed during these IEOs has actually been rather good. We see the likes of Seller and Multivac coming to the IEO world. That's really good. Better projects means a better crypto economy overall. Now, while the effect of the IPO boom is likely to be kind of a slow but steady capital influx over the year as these different IPOs happen, it is quite interesting, you must say, that on the same day that investors were dumping their Lyft stocks, that Bitcoin popped. While we like to think that Bitcoin is somehow above the traditional world, the truth really is that the markets are incredibly intertwined at many different levels. But I want to know what you think. Will the IPO boom also lead to a crypto boom? Does it have anything to do with today's pump? I definitely think we're going to see more money coming in from that IPO boom. Was it responsible for today? Yeah, maybe. Why not? So good a reason as many others, I suppose. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Make sure to check out my free course, Cryptocurrency Explained, especially if you are new to cryptocurrency investing, and share it with any of your friends who are new to crypto or who simply want to learn more about crypto. And of course, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a thumbs up on it. You can always subscribe to the channel as well if you are new around here, and click that notification bell down below to know when I put out a new video. Long live the blockchain, and peace out till next time.